First up, viewers, we have some pictures coming in from Malda, where the National Human Rights Commission team is currently there, and it has reached the violence-hit areas, and it is currently meeting the victims affected by violence. The NHRC team is taking stock of the situation, and it is also collecting details of what exactly happened during the violent episode of the Waqf protests. Now, this particular team has arrived in West Bengal's Malda district to investigate alleged human rights violations following the recent violence in Murshidabad, and the unrest was sparked by protests against the Waqf Amendment Act, which led to several casualties and the displacement of numerous families. The NHRC team is now meeting with the individuals who have taken refuge in relief camps in Malda after fleeing violence-affected areas of Murshidabad. The Commission's visit aims to assess the situation on the ground and gather first-hand accounts from the victims. An inquiry report is also expected to be submitted over the violence that marred Murshidabad. In addition to this, NHRC's efforts, West Bengal Governor C.V. Arnab Goswami is also en route to the affected areas to assess the situation and meet the displaced individuals. In fact, Kishle is also joining us live from Kolkata. Kishle, the NHRC team is in the violence-hit areas. Tell us about what the team is currently doing, and also what's the latest as far as the investigations are concerned.
Well, Deepak, right now the picture is quite grim. Why am I saying that? This is because the refugees who are staying inside the Parlalpur camp, where the NHRC team went to meet them, these refugees are telling us that they are being tortured inside those camps. They are saying they are not getting bare necessities to survive in those camps. In that particular camp, especially in Parlalpur. Now, we saw a while back, C.V. Anand Bose is en route to Malda. He is going there. NHRC team is already there. The NCW team is also in Murshidabad. The Parlalpur camp victims, the ones who are inside those camps, are saying that we are not allowed to speak to them. We are not allowed to speak to the media, and police is stopping us. In fact, we saw a while back that there was a blue polythene plastic, a huge plastic sheet was used to cover the whole Parlalpur camp in order to cover whatever is happening inside from the media view, media glare outside. So our cameras reached there. Everything was covered with a blue plastic sheet. But the victims who are staying inside, the refugees, they climbed up the stairs, went to the top roof of this Parlalpur school and shouted to us that we are not doing good inside. We are being tortured. We are being stopped from speaking to anyone. Please let us out. This is what they were saying. So the picture is so grim that at one hand they had to lose everything. They had to lose their homes. They had to lose their respect. They left everything and came to this camp to save their lives. Now inside these camps, they are almost staying like they are in a detention center. That is what the people inside the camps are saying. They are saying it is like we have been put inside a jail. What is our mistake? On the other hand, the governor is en route to this Parlalpur camp. Governor will reach there in the afternoon around 3:30 p.m. According to sources, he is already inside the train, and he was speaking to the media from the train, and he was saying that I'll go and see whether these people who have been kept inside the refugee camp are being provided with proper necessities or not. So he will be there in a while, and we are keeping a close eye on the situation. Back to the studio, Deepak.
Right, Kishle, stay on with me, because just before the Bengal governor's visit, he also spoke to the media about the violent episode. Let's listen in.
What has happened there is something which should never have happened. But the scepter of violence is showing its ugly head on and off in Bengal in various places. You know, we have to coffin the cult of violence and drive the last nail on the coffin. That is a task which is necessary to maintain peace and tranquility in Bengal. You know, the dance of death, if I may say so, that is going on wantonly on the streets of Bengal in many places. This kind of cult of violence can never be tolerated at all. We should have a concerted effort at this. All stakeholders have to come together. After visiting the field and sharing the feelings of the people there, the sufferers, the victims, I will certainly have a plan of action to take it in a mission mode, that is to fight against violence at any cost.
Kishle,